Hello and welcome to With Wellner Anderson. This is the channel where we talk about economic, political, and things related to business in simple terms. Today we're going to be talking about President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. Let me start off by saying, I'm a little partial. I have a historic background. I've studied the Constitution, and this doesn't make sense to me, but I'm going to go through it with you. First of all, is it fair? I don't believe it is. I don't see why someone who didn't go to college or someone that paid his loan should have to pay for someone who doesn't. It's certainly not within the scope of the powers of the president. We're going to go through that. It doesn't solve the long-term problem of education, debt, nor education in America. We have a problem of trying to fix symptoms and not problems. And this is attacking a symptom. President Biden's debt forgiveness program was done through an executive order. And an executive order differs from an act of Congress, which we're going to go through. And that presents a real problem in the system. The Biden-Harris order of August 24, 2022 used the HEROES Act of 2003 as a template for attaching that to the higher education, attaching that to the current situation, which in itself gave loan forbearance. The HEROES Act was established in 2003, and that was the higher education relief opportunity for students. It was a 9/11 action. It was during a national disaster. It was a way to handle academic hardships for active duty personnel. And this is part of the premise that the president is using to build his case. Even Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, on June 28th, said that it's unconstitutional for the president. He has no right to authorize student forgiveness. Well, one thing that has happened, and today is the 29th of November, is that the president has extended the loan forbearance program now to June of 2023. Why? Didn't the president in September said COVID was over? I don't understand what's the rationale in extending forbearance for students at the cost of $10 billion a month to the average taxpayer. You think about the money that has been already put into the forbearance program. The numbers I've seen is $300 billion. New York State's budget is $500 billion. Guys, this isn't chump change. This is a lot of money. And that's why it's being challenged by 6 states. It went up to the Court of Appeals and it will fail. It did fail. The Constitution the founders and framers of the country, they made it perfectly clear what the three roles of government is. Congress creates the laws, the president enforces the laws, and the Supreme Court judges validate the laws. They also made it clear by stating that all funding bills must generate in the House of Representatives. Now, why did they do that? I'll tell you why they did that. Of all of the three branches of government, and specifically in Congress, the House of Representatives represents the broadest amount of people in our political system. So that's why they chose the House. They envisioned, and the reason why it was written in this bill, that the president cannot spend money that has not been allocated by Congress, is because they knew exactly what happened, is the reason why they wrote this. They feared that the president would use this power for political, and the president would use the powers to profit himself. Those are the two major reasons why they were very, very, very aware of it. They remember they had just fled the king, and the king had total reign over spending their money. I'd leave it up to you. I think the case is lost. I think this is all political. I don't understand why they've extended the forbearance piece of this for another 6 months at another $60 billion to America, when this is not going to happen. We have to start dealing with problems and not symptoms. I'd like to thank you very much for your time. I'd like you to give me a thumbs up, and more importantly, subscribe, and have a great day.